Oh, I've got to run on this one. Fish it on. Whoa! On that drag, there he goes. Whoa! The pike fishing on a weedy reservoir can be difficult, but today I'm showing you two rigs that have been putting double figure fish in the net. Let's see how they work. It's the end of November, -2 overnight with a hard frost on the ground. The last couple of months have produced some cracking fish. Back in October, with the weed and lilies still thick, I was out in waders working weedless lures through the pads. Plenty of jacks were following and hitting, and the mornings were beautiful with colour still in the trees. Then, on one first cast, I hooked into something that felt very different. Oh, there's a fish. Oh. Oh no, it's off. Oh, is it still on? Oh, I thought I just snagged weed, but that was a very good fish. As November brought the colder weather, it was time to switch to deadbaits and target the bigger fish. The rigs worked from the first session. Weedy lakes can be challenging, but these two setups have made a real difference. In this session, I'll show you exactly how I fish them and hopefully put a few more good pike on the bank. I'm out on a winter pike session on an old reservoir, focusing on presenting the bait in heavy weed. I'll show you two rigs I've been using to present a deadbait properly in thick weed, both responsible for plenty of double figure pike, the sunk float Paternoster and the drifter float. And this is the subsurface float with a Paternoster. So at the bottom end we've got a light 2-ounce lead on a piece of 8-pound monofilament, and I've tied a little knot in that. So if this gets stuck, that'll just break off. And that comes up to 3-way swivel with an 18-inch trace, and on there we've got a smelt. We've then got an up trace which goes to the subsurface float, and that's connected to the swivel by a little rubber tube. And the idea is that the lead will go down into the weed, the float will keep it vertical, and the deadbait will just come and settle on top of any weed, and this sits under the water, and then the line back to the rod, the main line, sits above anything in the lake, any weed on the bottom, and it's been proven to be very successful. There we go. Fish it on. Oh, I think he's off. Yeah, he's off. Yeah, never mind. Right, I'll get this back out and we'll go again. Oh, I've got to run on this one. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, just as I'm setting the other one up, we've got one on this one. The feeding frenzy. In the net, fish number one. Now the good thing about this rig is we can slip that cover off, quick release. Swivel off the trace. Right, that frees that rod up, get that out of the way. Straight out. Quick look at him. There we are, little jack. Nice condition. Pretty little chap. Right, let's get him back. Right, let's get this one back out. Slightly bigger smelt this time. Oh, just give this a little lob again. Put it in play. Oh, that was a crazy 10 minutes. Yeah, I have been finding that between 10 and 11:30 they seem to switch on. Everything's still frosty and frozen. Nice, we haven't blanked. This is the rig, so this is a Premier Strategic 15 gram, but it's a loaded float and it's loaded with a 15 gram weight, so it's self-cocked. All I did was, there's no trace on this, but I put an 18-inch trace with a bait on. Smelt has been working really well. We've got a quick release swivel, put the trace on. Then we've got a 10 gram quick release weight on the line. Quick change, not quick release. 10 grams, which is quite light. And then the float is connected. What I've done here, I've just put a little ring. This is what you use on a ledger. So it slides up the line, so there's no resistance. And in between the float, we've got a bead each side. And then up the line, we've got 2 stops. The way this has been working is, you cast out, this sinks quite slowly, the float slides up, and the bait will just settle on top of any weed. If there isn't any weed, it'll just set like this, and it's set under depth. Fish with a little bit of wind on the water and the veins on the float will help it drift. Now this is going to drift until it hits weed, and the bait will then just settle on the weed. So it means that A, you can cover a lot of water, B, you're not just casting out and you're in a load of weed, and C, you know that your bait's going to stop up against the weed bed, and often that's where the pike are hiding, and it's been really successful. So the first dead baiting session I had this out and it resulted in a nice fish. Nice big smelt. Ooh. That doesn't take long. Moving away. Right, there we go. Yeah, that's a fish. Let's try not to lose this one. Whoa! Oh, this is a good one. Oh, Jesus. What a rod. Right, don't get me in the weed. That's a better fish. Get away from the bushes and snags. Oh, it's not bad. It always gets the heart going. There we go. I'm not going to weigh him. On the subsurface float Paternoster. This is crazy. We're in again. Smaller fish. Oh no, it's off. Oh dear. I struck early then because I didn't want to get a deep hooked fish. But we've got the bait pack, so we can go again. We just need to put another lead on. Well, let's see. Right, the big smelt is back on. Pretty crazy today. They're definitely on the feed. Can't seem to keep a rod in the water. But it seems that the rods are going off at the same time. But I just think maybe that cold snap has really put them on the feed. The rod on the left there, that had only been in about 5 minutes and we had a run. But that was quite a big smelt I've put on there as well. I think it was a jack, but that one came off. So yeah, that's 4 that we've lost today. But we've had one nice one and a little jack. And there's still plenty of time. I've got my last 2 smelts on now, and then we're down to scabby sardines from Lidl after that. So we'll see if they work. But I think if they're feeding, like they are doing today, I wouldn't have thought that would make too much of a difference. We should still get them, so let's see what we can do. Another one. Right, here we go. That's it. We're in. What have we got? Here's a little twitcher he was. It's hard to know. So, sort of a little bit finicky today. I saw the line moving across the top of the water. Whoa! I saw the line moving just out of the top of the water before anything registered then. Alright then, buddy. Let's see if we can get that smelt back, because we've got none left. In you come. Another one in the net. What a day. What a day. Another jack, but not a bad one. Not too bad. Oh, he's right in the scissors. You know when they're gonna jump, because they tense up in the mouths. The trace is just around the jaw. Like that. And that is out. Look at that. Right. Show you him. Another little jack. Not a bad jack. Still pretty fish. Yeah. And away he goes. Oh no, I've got a snag with a decent fish. When you're fishing in the weed, they will get stuck in there. Just keep steady pressure on and they should come out. Got a little bit of pressure. Come on. Oh, covered in weed. What have we got in there? It's actually just a little jack, but that'll put up a right old scrap. This one's a little bit deep as well. But we've got him straight out. Safe. Another little jack. A little fatty that one. Beautiful colours. Stunning. Get him back. Well, it's just I mean, you dream of days like this piking. Just need a nice big mama now to finish it off. What a way to enter camera. Well guys, I've just done an outro for this video, summing up, and I got a little run just after that with a decent fish, so I'll show you that now and then we'll go back to the outro and we'll catch you later. Just seeing the line twitching. There we go. Look at that. Is it going to clip out? Definitely got a take here. Let's go in. Yeah, we're in. Happy days. Same thing again, I saw the, because it's so still, I just saw the line twitching where it meets the water before anything registered. Very gentle. Quite energetic, giving up a nice little fight. Kited over to the left. Oh, it's a nice one. That's a lovely fish. Could be a double. Loose him off on that drag, there he goes. Whoa! Oh, yes, it's a good one. Oh, nice. Gently get this net in so we don't spook him. Gonna go again. Whoa! Oh no, he's off. No. Oh no. Oh. Kidding me. That was a good fish. That was well mid-double. Ah, well, we got to see him. It's kind of good enough to me. It'd have been nice to show you him. Ah, but oh dear. Yeah, I think a little bit too much elastic on there. What an action-packed day. I hope you found some of this useful on the rigs. Maybe you could give them a try if you're fishing a weedy venue. Hopefully it'll give you some success. Quite a lot of action, a lot of takes. I lost quite a lot of fish, so it's one of the things that happens when you're fishing in weed. But if you've got any comments or suggestions of why you thought we might have lost those fish, do let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Any tips are appreciated, and yeah, hope it's useful. Get out there, tight lines. We'll see you on the next one.